Hello folks, and welcome to the start of what might be either the greatest wrestling journey you've ever seen or a complete disaster. Either way, it's going to be fun and you're coming along for the ride. Today we are diving into the Road to Glory challenge in Total Extreme Wrestling, and if you don't know what that is, don't worry, I'll explain it as we go. We start at absolute zero, so I've created a brand new wrestler. He's 18 years old, he's got no experience, no reputation, and no respect. Basically he's a kid with a pair of boots and a dream. We're going to be running a tiny little backyard promotion, and when I say tiny, I mean it. There's no fans, there's no momentum, there's no prestige. We've got $1,000 in the bank. We're not even an indie level company. We are the bottom of the barrel. We're running shows in someone's back garden. We're hoping that the neighbours don't call the cops when we powerbomb someone through a plastic table. What's our goal then? To climb the wrestling world ladder, slowly, painfully, booking shows, growing our tiny company, improving as a wrestler, and eventually working our way into the big leagues. The end game is simple: to headline a pay-per-view for either a big, huge, or titanic company with a 100 rated match. Easy, right? Well, no, not even close. So how does it work then? So we've got 750 points to build our wrestler, and no skill can go over 75 to start with, except resilience, which we're going to crank to 100 because, let's face it, we're going to need it. We're not just booking matches behind the scenes, we are going to be the main event. We'll be climbing the ranks both as a performer and as a booker. As we go, we'll be unlocking achievements from booking milestones, match ratings, jumping up in promotion sizes. Every achievement earns us rewards. Whether it's a mystery role, which can change things up in a fun, chaotic kind of way, or boost to our booking skills and reputation. I'll show you all of that as we hit them, because I know keeping track of achievements can be messy, and I've got a spreadsheet for that. Okay, catch time. We can't just jump promotions whenever we like. We're only allowed to take jobs one level up from where we are at a time. So it means that there is no skipping ahead, no sneaky jumps to the top. And when we bankrupt our first company, we're only allowed to move sideways or even down. See, pressure is on. We're going to be sticking to the default gameplay settings, so no extra assists, no safety nets, because we want this to be a challenge. Now that means if I mess up, it is going to hurt. And let's be honest, I'm probably going to mess up. So if you're into slow burn underdog stories, this series is for you. So we're going to be going from the backyard to the big stage, building up show by show, fighting for every scrap of success. And along the way, I want you to join me, cheer when things go right, laugh at me when things go horribly, horribly wrong, and maybe, just maybe, witness the birth of a legend. So let's get into it. The Road to Glory starts now. So this is going to be our user character for this challenge. From a bit of a nod to the old GDS forums, it's going to be Roman Hide and Seek. He is an 18-year-old male English wrestler who can work in the US, Canada, as well as Europe. He's 5'10", 190 pounds, and is classed as a technician. Now, using those 750 points, I have roughly allocated them kind of across the board here. Again, resilience is at 100 because we're allowed that as part of the challenge. But we've aimed him to be a little bit more of a technician. He's got good basics. He's fairly good at consistency and safety. Stamina is down the toilet. We'll have to work on that one a smidge. But yeah, generally he should be a good technical wrestler. If we have a look at it on a nice little spreadsheet that I've made, you will see that it does indeed, if I just nudge it up by a point, you will see that it does indeed hit the 750 point requirement, just for those that think I might be cheating. When it comes to the preset rules on the game, basically we're going for pretty much everything here. I've got scouting enabled, so we are going to have the rough guidelines on what a wrestler can achieve and not the actual physical ratings. We've got pro mode enabled as well, so even the most well-known and most scouted of wrestlers, there will still be a rough approximation of what their skills are going to be like. The only things that we are not including is the ability to skip given the night off, because I don't get why you'd even have that, as well as mandatory pre-TV and event booking, because I don't do pre-booking if I can help it. For our company, this is who we are going to pick. Glory Road Wrestling, or GRW for short. It is one that I've created for this challenge. In May 2025, the wrestling world welcomed Glory Road Wrestling, a promotion built on passion, grit, and the desire to carve out its own legacy. Based in Chicago, Illinois, GRW stands as a new battleground for competitors looking to prove themselves, embracing the spirit of professional wrestling in its purest form. Wrestling is more than just matches. It is a journey of struggle, triumph, and redemption. Glory Road Wrestling embodies that spirit, creating a stage where wrestlers can rise, rivalries can ignite, and every fight matters. The GRW Championship, which hasn't been made yet, is not just a belt, it is a statement, a prize earned through determination and skill. That's who we're going to be. Product-wise, we have gone for kind of a silver age pro wrestling, one that has a lot more focus on matches over angles. It is quite family friendly, but there can be some gimmicks. There can be a heel and face divide. When it comes to Glory Road Wrestling, we are not going to be the owner of this company. As you can see there, they've only got $1,000. We are going to be the booker only. It does mean that we are going to be stuck with whatever owner goals our new owner is going to give us. Before I start digging into a roster for Glory Road, what I am going to quickly double check is, first of all, what kind of skin you want me to use for this challenge. At the moment, this one here, the wrong number skin, is my current favourite. It's nice, it's colourful, it is different. However, there is a second choice in the Hawkeye skin as well. It's a lot more kind of industrial looking, very much more grey, but it kind of shows me everything I want to at a glance. I'm just not really a fan of the original skin. If we quickly switch back to that one. Yeah, it doesn't do it for me. So yeah, feel free in the comments, let me know if you want me to use the wrong number one or the Hawkeye one. Maybe I'll change. So we're coming back just towards the end of the second week, and I've been on a little bit of a shopping spree, looking to pick up some wrestlers for our roster. We've got a few here at the moment. We've got Anakin Murphy. He is 23 years old. He is okay. We have got Dean Alexander, 25 years old. A little bit better there. Generally all right. We've got Devon Monroe. Again, smidge older, smidge better. It's actually not looking too bad. Evan Gelistico, he is 42 years old. He is potentially more aimed towards being the road agent. He's got fairly good psychology, great experience, not bad respect, and pretty good reputation. So yeah, I think he's going to be our road agent. Joe Wheeler, for some reason, hasn't got an image. Don't know why. He's going to be our referee. We have Manny Lowe, 23 years old, generally okay. There's me. Sean Logan, 26-year-old, generally all right. And for some reason, because he was available, he was only on a written with AEW. I've picked up Turbo Floyd. I had to. Absolutely love the Outrunners. And yeah, generally looking not too shabby. Hopefully we can, I mean, that just does not feel right for the Outrunners. Hopefully we can milk some of the popularity that AEW runs. We were down to about 955 cash left. And then this guy decided to actually take over the business. Kenyon Saman, he is an American male, tends to stay behind the scenes. That's absolutely fine. His stats are just absolutely garbage. He's not going to be used in any kind of official capacity. He's not going to be used as any kind of authority figure. He's got, yeah, no reputation, no popularity, no attributes. What he does come with, though, interestingly, was a load of money. If we go to our news options, yes, the new GRW owner, Kenyon Saman, has invested 100 grand into the company, which is quite nice. He's also given us some new goals, which I haven't actually looked at yet, so let's go see what they are. We've got about just under 3 years. We cannot be below 23rd, which is interesting because we are 23rd. We cannot hire anyone that has a reputation of less than 45, and we cannot hire any brawlers, which is fairly all right. We haven't hired any brawlers. We will come back again tomorrow when we get the second set of goals. So I've moved on an extra day, And there's been a couple of new signings. I'll show you them in a moment. However, that's not really what I wanted to come back for. There's been a few. That's interesting. I'll turn that off in 2 days' time. We have not got a show in 2 days' time. I haven't set any shows up yet. But yeah, there's been a few news stories that have been quite interesting. Number one, if we go into here and we run a search, Linda McMahon passed away. Yeah, I missed the news story, but yeah, she recently passed away, age of 76. There was also what was his name? J.J. Dillon, I believe it was. Yeah, there he is. Yeah, James J. Dillon recently passed away as well. He was the manager for the Four Horsemen, I believe. And what actually prompted me to come back is Ric Flair's just passed away as well. That is literally the news story. That is the one that specifically brought me back. But yeah, Ric Flair died today in the game. I must stress, in the game. But yeah, anyway, if we quickly go back to the roster, we have picked up Fred Yehi, maybe, and we picked up Cody Lane as well. Stat-wise, they are, yeah, he's not looking too bad at all. Cody Lane, not as good, but still looking pretty good. But yeah, what I'm going to do, I'm going to quickly go in, I'm going to cancel that show in 2 days' time, and I am still waiting for that second set of owner goals. So we move forward until the night of the show. As not really been much going on. We never actually got the second set of owner goals, which is a little bit interesting. I always thought you get two, but hey-ho, never mind. We're not going to give any workers the night off. We are going to select just a generic venue because, wow, by the look of it, 69 people may be turning up. In regards to booking team meeting, it is purely me. Yep, I'm going to do a whole lot with that too creative energy, aren't I? We'll skip over that one. Let's see what happens with our workers. Backstage rumour mill has been in overdrive after Evan Jellistico and Anakin Murphy apparently got into an argument. Literally, it's the first time they met. Well done. Both professional. One's currently happy. In fact, they're both happy. Okay. Sean Logan and Fred Yehi have bonded. Both of them are professional. Both of them are happy. Fred Yehi getting involved a bit here, and Cody Lane are getting on really well. The good mood was infectious and lifted everyone's spirits. And that's it. Okay, I think because it is the very first show, we're going to use an Inspire. Yep, lovely stuff. Locker room is now fired up and buzzing with anticipation. I'm going to book the first show, and I will see you guys in a minute. Alrighty then, so that is our show all booked up at the moment. We've got Logan and Hide and Seek against Cody Lane and Dean Alexander, Turbo Floyd versus Devon Monroe, Freddie Yehi versus Manny Lowe, and Aiden Murphy versus Adrian Quest. It is only using 48 minutes out of the 45 to 70 that we've got, but that's mostly because you try and push them any more than that and put in any extra minutes, and we get big old no. Don't do it. They can't possibly take any more time, otherwise they'll just have aneurysms. So yeah, let's get on with the show. The analysis is mostly just the fact we've got no commentators, we don't need one, and then we've got the owner who doesn't ever need to be booked. So yeah, let's see what kind of car crash we get for show number one. Alright, so in a bout with that decent wrestling but little heat, Sean Logan and Hide and Seek defeated Cody Lane and Alexander in 10:05 when Hide and Seek submitted Dean Alexander. Okay, yeah, 33 isn't too bad. We had a couple of ratings that were, in fact, to be honest, my character had the best rating of a 39. Cody Lane had a 37, Alexander had a 27, and Seth Logan had a 20. I had forgot that I had set it as a Steal the Show one. So yeah, the match was a bit too short for such an important match in the eyes of the audience, and we've probably got a few more bits down here. Okay, well the match got the crowd hotter and it got off to a good start. So I'll take a 33 as a start, absolutely fine. Match 2. In a decent match, Turbo Floyd defeated Devon Monroe in 9:21. It was designed so they could go out and steal the show. Didn't realise you could do that on more than one. Okay, again, far too short for such an important match. Turbo Floyd got 24, Devon got a 36, Rating got a 29. That's alright, crowd's buzzing, moving on. Okay, in about that decent wrestling but non-existent crowd heat, Fred Yeehee defeated Manny Low in 5 minutes and 55 by submission with a Koji clutch. Apparently I decided to try and get every one of them to steal the show. Lovely, lovely. Did well here. Yeah, Manny Low, I believe it is, has got absolutely no stamina at all. And yeah, 7 minute match. Oh, Jesus, crowd rating of 1. Yeah, I believe a 7 minute match was about as far as he could go. So I think his time in the company is already numbered. All right, final show. So in about that decent wrestling, but little heat, Anakin Murphy defeated Adrian Quest by 14:44 by submission. The match was designed to tell a specific story. It wasn't. It was set up apparently to steal the show like all the rest. I know it was storytelling. I misclicked, luckily, but apparently still too short. Yeah, so Adrian Quest is doing quite well with a 41, Anakin Murphy with a 23. So there's quite a lot of difference between the two, but a 34 and an overall rating of 33 on our first show is actually pretty good. In front of 72 people who never had to pay. We will just give Adrian Quest even, sorry, and I've got to give Turbo, I've got to tell Turbo Lloyd he's awesome. And there we go, and you can have a hug. There we go. So he seems quite pleased, they seem quite pleased. Financially, I mean, we lost less than $1,000, which isn't too bad, to be honest. We made $15 in merchandise. I don't know what on. Popularity didn't do much, but it has gone up a little bit, which is fine. It's fine. All right, so with our show actually hitting a 33, we've actually already surpassed the first milestone. If we bring up the little guide here in regards to the achievements, then getting started, producing an event card of 25. We've actually done that. So as the achievement for it, we can either add +5 to our booking skill and rep, or we can take a roll on the randomizer. And I think a nice little way of ending the first episode is we're going to do a roll on the randomizer. So on here, there are 54 things that we can do. I have set up a nice little random number generation here. So I'll click this button, it will generate a number, and it's going to tell me based on one of these what we get as a result. And then we'll apply that to our wrestler. So here we go. So 48, grounded in reality, we have discovered a newfound ability to play realistic gimmicks and prefer to have backup. We can add plays realistic well and tag team specialist to our attributes. That's lovely. I quite like that. So let's quickly go in here. Rid of those two. We are going to go into here. Going to go here. Let's just get those done. Okay, so just to confirm, it is plays realistic and tag team specialist that we want to add on. So if we go into the attributes, we want plays realistic, which is that one, add that attribute, and tag team specialist, which is gonna be somewhere in this list. I search for it. No, lovely, right there. Lovely stuff. And there we go. Let's just quickly head back to our main screen. Obviously, save. We go back to our main screen, go back to me, go back to attributes, and there we go. Plays realistic, and he is now a tag team specialist. I think that is going to be where we end this episode. Thank you very, very much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.